Right, Fast 8. I saw it last night. The whole format had completely changed. It was more of a good guy, bad guy, narration in the middle and fight it out to the end, where the goodie all where the good guy all would assumably win, always assumingly wins. It had that kind of format, completely different than all the previous entries. Thingy from Prometheus, that blonde girl who does that perfume ad, the South African woman. I'm sure she had straight blonde hair in the trailers and in all the promotion for it, all the visual promotion for this movie. She had this ghetto blonde type weave, dread type weave in her hair in the actual movie, and all the way throughout the movie as well. That was shocking. That was to me shocking. Didn't expect that. I'm sure she just had straight her own hair brushed back in a ponytail. I'm sure that's how she was, or at least her hair was in all the trailers. That was weird. That seeing her with weave or dread. Was it like bead? It was like weave, like blonde girl with extremely long weave. It wasn't her real hair, they were extensions, but it was like a form of weave, wasn't it? I'm sure she didn't have that type of hair in the trailers. I'm sure she never. That was really weird. When she was leaning over her Volkswagen at the beginning, tempting Don with her ass, as she was leaning, stretched over the bonnet of her Volkswagen, exclaiming for help with the engine. I knew straight away that was her, because it was like about 20 minutes into the movie, we hadn't seen her. But it was just dead weird to see her then turn around, and it was her, take her sunglasses off, and then you could see this weird wax-like face she had. Her eyebrows were not her own eyebrows, they were all painted on. Women who have false eyebrows, those painted on eyebrows, no matter how well they're painted on, they just look like aliens. They make the actual women themselves look like alien freaks. No matter how nicely they're put back on, it's just so obvious that they're not your own, and as a result, it makes the actual person look like a freak, look non-human. Like, you know, she had all these lovely lashy mascara on to make a mascara look, her eyes look just perfect, to make herself look just perfect. Yeah, but because, and she probably didn't have any face work done, any facelifts or anything, because she's not that mature in age, but she just looked so freakish because she'd had so much cosmetic work done to her face. She takes her sunglasses off like that to look Dawn straight in the eyes, and to allow the audience to see her, because we're all grieving from the loss of Paul Walker. This being the first movie, the comeback afterward. I just came at the screen with freakish laughter. I was like, ugh, what the hell am I looking at? What the fuck am I looking at? It couldn't have been the same kind of movie as it was when Paul Walker was in the cast, amongst the cast. It just couldn't have been the same type of movie, and excellence or credit goes out to the filmmakers for not trying to do so, for not trying to make the same type of film, for being aware that they couldn't make the same type of film. Complete credit to the filmmakers. I totally totally got on to the fact that I was going to be watching a different type of movie. The minute I saw Letty dressed with lovely different hair, and she had really attractive makeup on, and her wardrobe had changed. She was looking more of a mature type lady. She was looking like a lady, wasn't she? Letty was looking like a lady. Don was looking the same Don. He looked like he'd aged a bit, or maybe not worked out as much in the gym. You know, like Ben Affleck in Justice League, compared to how he looked in Batman v Superman. He looked not so much older, but maybe like he hadn't worked out so much. He wasn't so toned, right? Don's character looked the same kind of way. Maybe he just looked like that rather than that he looked older, yeah. Complete credit to the movie makers for not making the same kind of movie. And the type of movie we did get was a movie which was led by a female and male lead, which is the movie which we get is a movie led by a male and female couple relationship lead type movie, and it's based around them, i.e. Don and Letty. Rodriguez, isn't it? Michelle Rodriguez. Dramatic role. I didn't think Don, what's his name? Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel, he can't play a dramatic role to get out of a paper bag. He cannot. And if he's gonna be in any more, if these Fast and Furious films are gonna be further encircling around Don and Letty's character, he's got to seriously umph his dramatic game. He's got to start to he's got to go to drama lessons or something. It was no, just where he was walking, where he'd just was seen, for example, the scene where just before where he meets Charlize Theron's character, yeah, where he's walking along the parade, where he's got like a shopping bag in one hand, with a baguette sticking at the end, with like a loaf of bread and a baguette and some vegetables hanging out in one hand. And as I say, he's doing the said walking along the plaza just before meeting Charlize Theron's character. That's supposed to be where he's just, the male lead in a film, dramatically walking across through a plaza, as one does in a dramatic type movie. But he just looked awful. He looked so out of place. He just looked terrible doing so. As much as I credit the movie makers for making it a more dramatic type film based around a romantic couple, romantic lead, as much as I give them credit for that, I think they also fell flat on their faces in doing so around the Don's character. Not so much Letty, but assuming Vin Diesel could pull it off. I think as kudos as to making it a different type of film, to the contrary regarding to that, from thinking that, in favour of that. How else could it have been? They must, obviously, this being, they must have really rattled their brains, the movie makers, mustn't they, Universal, thinking, how are we going to do the next movie? With Walker not being in it, how on earth? And this must have been the best they could have come up with. But no, I have Vin Diesel. He cannot dramatically play a role. He cannot dramatically roll his way out of a paper bag. And Charlize Theron, if only she had a more natural-looking face. Everyone was playing it so A-game because it was the movie from leaving Paul Walker's character behind. It was, what else could we have got, though? It was okay, I thought it worked, it did work, but the last third, it just became textbooky. I thought we were going to get more of a dramatic twist. I thought Charlize Theron's character, I thought there was going to be more drama there, more betrayal, more drama, more shock, more aghast in regards to her taking Don away from Letty. I thought there was going to be more of a dramatic play, i.e., you know, more scenes where they were verbal with each other, more verbal type scenes. There was that scene where they sat together on the plane in a lounge area, where they were word playing there. I thought there was going to be I thought there would have been, to the movie's credit, if there was more of that, those type of wordplay scenes. But they probably would have seen, as that how bad Diesel is in regards to the drama. I will say before I love me leave you, Scott Eastwood's in this, Clint Eastwood's son. And it's a real shame the way he's so short. He's in stature, his height. He's about 3'8", isn't he? It's such a shame. He's got identical looks to his dad, and he just looks great. He looks great when the camera's on his face. But it's just dead tight. He must be crying, Clint, as he watches his son trying to make it in the business. Oh, why did we have to get the short gene? I think this movie's still satisfying overall, but I think it just got so physical toward the end that, bad luck, one parachute, she takes it on herself, and then a CG Charlize Theron throws herself backwards off a plane. It just got too much at the end. But it did work overall. I love the way Rodriguez was made to look more of a lady in this. I thought her character stole the show, and thank God there was no Jordana Brewster. Couldn't have been the same kind of movie. Oh, shade, sorry. He looked like that more so than he looked older. Hello, I've got a guest. Hello. No, back, no. It's alright. It's lovely. And where was I up to then?